there was a young fella came up to me speaking perfect English. It looked like he was about 15 or 16 years old. He was too young to have been in the German army. And he said, "I see you have cross on your lapel. Are you a chaplain?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Could you think you could do us a favor?" I said, "Well, I could try." It turned out that this person that was talking to me was the young fella, Eliezer Wiesel, who's known better today as Elie Wiesel. There have been documentaries on his life. Well, he didn't know me from Adam, and same thing. I just knew I was meeting a young fella, and I was 6 or 8 years older than he, and he was too young to go into the German army, and I was too young to really be a chaplain, but I was there anyhow. And he says, "Could you do something for us?" And I said, "Well, I'll do my best if I can help you." And he said, "First of all, I'd like to take you through some parts of the camp here." And I didn't know what that meant, because I didn't go there for any formal take-through. As you've heard the expression, dead men walking, that's where the people who were in the concentration camp looked. I went to several of them, some who could speak English, and I'd talk a little bit with them. I planned a worship service for them. A chaplain had many different things, ways to put things together. So I planned a Jewish worship service for those who wanted to come. So many of them wanted nothing to do with religion, but those who were genuine in their faith, and there was the opportunity to come to a worship service, they came. We got our carry-alls, those big trucks, and put people who could be carried in those things to a place where we could have a worship service. They had to be lifted on, had to be carried on, crying. They never thought they'd be alive. They were still amazed and blank looks on their faces. Some of them, I'm sure, got on the carry-alls and went not even knowing what was going to be happening. Many of them had been there and not knowing too much about their past, because they'd always been under some kind of care and concentration. I was in charge of the worship service. And we had some little prayer books that were distributed among those that wanted them. And on one side of it was Hebrew prayers, the other side was English. So as they went through the service in Hebrew, then I could follow along in English itself. They cried, they shouted. When they got through, they just raised their hands, sort of like our Pentecostals today they were just raising their hands in joy and appreciation. They didn't think they'd ever see that again. They didn't think they'd be alive.